This is Radhakrishna, lecturer in computer science, Chalmers Degree College, Palgonu. Today, I am going to explain about software project management. In the previous session, we discussed what is software, what is software development life cycle, what are software models. All the concepts we discussed in our previous session. Today, we are going to discuss about software project management. Software development can be divided into two parts. One is software creation and another one is software project management. Before discussing these topics, first let us see what is a project. A project is a well-defined task which is collection of several operations done in order to achieve a goal. You can characterize software project as every project may have unique or distinct goal. Our project must have a goal. Of course, in our real life, every project, every task will have a goal. When that goal is successfully completed, when we reach that goal, then we can treat the project is successfully completed. Similarly, for our software projects also, there will be a goal. When we reach that goal, we can treat our software project is completed successfully. Another one is, like real life projects, software project development is not a routine activity because we have to develop software projects for different organizations, for several organizations. The nature of each organization will be different. A bank will have its own transactions, their nature is different. A pharmaceutical company will have it will have different nature. Similarly, each organization will have different nature. So the developer need to develop software project for different companies. Every time he is while developing a project, he feels that is new to him. His previous experience may not useful in this company. This is not daily operation. This is not a daily routine work. Every time you have to write new programs. Every day the developer need to develop new software designs. So this software development is not a routine activity. That is another characteristic. Software project will have start and end time. We must decide when to start the project and when to complete the project. We have to schedule carefully. The time limit must be decided before starting the project. In the time limit only, you have to complete the project. Otherwise, this may affect several factors. So, every project will have a start and end time. When you can treat a project is completed, when we achieve the goal, then you can treat the project is completed successfully. Every project needs so many resources. With the help of all those resources only, we can develop the software. What are the resources required for a software? Human resource, financial resource, time, material, knowledge bank, all the resources are required to develop a software. All these resources are required to develop a software project. Of course, for in real life also, suppose if you want to construct a building, you need so many resources. To construct a building, you need human resource, you need cement, iron, that's what material, raw material is required, water required, sand required, like that, time required, finance required. Like that, for software project also, we need all the resources. Software project management is the main task in managing all the resources. Software project manager will manage all the resources. A particular person will be appointed to handle all the operations. Before discussing the software project management activities, first let us see what is the need of software project management. Three factors affect software project. Those are cost, time, and quality. How these three factors affect software product? First, please observe this diagram. These three factors will be three constraints for a software product. These can be represented as per the following diagram. Let us discuss how these factors affect our product. Suppose we planned to complete a software product within 6 months, but the project team had taken more than 6 months. What happens? Automatically, their salaries and cost, everything will be increased. The economical estimation will be increased. So, time affects cost of the product. And how cost affects? See, suppose a software product is estimated to be completed with the cost of 1 lakh rupees, but they sanctioned only 70,000 for that. What happens? Automatically, the quality will be decreased. Like that, each and every factor, each and every constraint of these three will affect our software product. So these constraints must be planned perfectly. And as per the decided quantity, these must be used for developing the software. To manage all these operations, a special person, an experienced person will be appointed. That person is software project manager. He is very important person for a project. He behaves like a leader to the project. He have to handle each and every operation in the project from the beginning to ending of the software product development. He have to participate. He have to take care of so many problems. You have to take care of so many resources. You have to take care of so many resources. A software project manager have to manage people and have to manage project. How a software project manager manage people? That managing people is nothing but managing human resources. Let us see what is managing people. First, he acts as a project leader. He listens to stakeholders. He manages human resources. He will set hierarchy also. He will set reporting hierarchy also. This all comes under managing people. In human resource, he have to allocate people for different tasks. He have to allot which people have to go for which module, which software programmer have to go for which module. How many people must be allotted for a particular module? How many people must be allotted for the testing? How many people must be allotted for coding? Like that, he have to allot people. He have to create a reporting hierarchy also. Who is programmer? Who is team leader? Who is his superior? To whom they have to report for different problems? To whom they have to report for the progress of project? This reporting hierarchy must be decided by the project manager. All this will come under managing people. And the software project manager will have another important task, that is project management. You can be called as managing project or project management. In this, he have to define and have to set project scope. What are the items to be included in the project? What is the scope of the project? He have to decide. He have to manage project management activities. And another one is he have to take care of the progress of the project and performance of the project. You have to check every time. You have to check frequently whether the project is going on as per the decided schedule or not. How the progress of the software project, you have to decide. And what about quality? You have to check the performance of the project also, how it's going on. You have to see all the activities in project management. And risk analysis is also the task of project manager. In every stage or every phase, there will be some risks. From beginning to ending, the software project may contain so many risks. The project manager must analyze, must estimate what are the risks that may arise during the development of software project. And you have to decide what are the solutions, what are the actions to be taken if a particular risk is raised. Like that, the software project manager have to take care of risks also. And finally, while submitting the project to the client, while implementing the project to the client, then also software project manager need to take so many decisions. Like that, software project management and software project management contains estimations also. You have to estimate what is the time the project will take, what are the cost for the project they have to charge, and what is the human resource required. Like that, the project manager need to estimate all these. So, from the beginning to ending, the project manager will have so many tasks. He have to work from the beginning to ending, along with all his staff. These are the responsibilities of a software project manager. Project management activities. In project management activities, three important tasks are included. One is project planning, the second one is scope management, and the third one is project estimation. Let us discuss each one. First one, project planning. In this activity, the project manager decides a roadmap how to develop the project. Because these software companies will have different clients. The nature of business of each client will be different from each other. All the business nature is not the same. So, the project development team must develop projects for different clients in different ways. So, the project manager must decide which plan they have to follow to develop the project. This planning will be decided, designed in this project planning activity. Actually, this project planning activity don't have any direct concrete relation with the project development. But this is very, very important. This is project planning. And the second activity in project management is scope management. This scope decides the boundaries of the project. What are to be included in the project? Which is important? Which is not important? What must be included? What are the boundaries of the project? All this scope will be decided in this scope management. In this scope management, the project manager needs to define the scope first. He must define what is the scope of the project. Decide its verification and control. Divide the project into small manageable parts. Verify the scope. All these ideas, items must be used while defining the scope of the project. The third activity involved in project management is project estimation. In this estimation, The project manager need to estimate size of the project that they are going to develop. This size will be estimated with the help of LOC, line of code, or another one is there, that is function points. Using these two methods, lines of code and function point, the project manager will estimate the size of project. And another estimation is effort estimation. Effort in the sense, how many employees are required to develop the software? How many employees can be appointed for a particular module? How many modules will have? For each module, how many employees are required? To develop entire project, how many employees are required? This entire calculation will be calculated and estimated in this effort estimation. And another estimation that must be used by the project manager is time estimation. Very, very important. The project manager must estimate the time required to develop the software. It must be estimated very perfectly. It must be estimated without any deviation and errors. Because if any deviation or errors occurred in this time estimation, it leads to so many problems. The project must be completed within the specified, within the estimated, decided time. If the estimated time exceeded, then automatically the project team or the software company may face several losses. They may face several problems. So the time must be estimated carefully. With the help of these estimations, means size, effort, and time. Using these three parameters, with the help of these three parameters, finally the project manager will estimate the cost required to develop the project. That is cost estimation. In cost estimation, they have to take so many items into consideration. Already software size is estimated, effort estimated. Using these three items and by including some other costs, the project manager will estimate the final cost, that is to develop the software. While calculating the cost of project, first they have to consider size of the software. They have to concentrate on the quality of the software that they are going to develop, the quality of the software that the client is expecting. It must be taken into consideration while estimating the cost of software project. Hardware required. What is the hardware used? What is the hardware required? That must be included. While developing the software company may use several software tools. They may use several another extra software utilities. So they have to consider, they have to take into consideration all the license costs of these tools, all the license amounts that they have to pay to other software companies. So license amounts must be taken into consideration while calculating cost of software. Skilled persons. While developing software, the software company may use some other special experts. Those are called as skilled persons. The software company need to pay extra remuneration to those skilled persons. So their cost must be included in this estimation. Travel involved. It must be taken into consideration. While developing the software, the project team may travel from one area to another area due to so many reasons. They have to, sometimes they may travel to client site, they may travel to client company. In this time, there will be some cost also. So this traveling cost must be included in this software cost. It's also another important factor. And next one is communication. While developing software projects, communication is very important. This communication will be in several ways. So, cost for these communications must be taken into consideration while estimating cost of software project. And another point that we must take into consideration, very important thing it is training and support. After completion and implementation of the software in client company, the software company must provide training to the clients. The software company must provide training to the client employees, because employees in client company may not have technical skills. They may not have an idea about how to operate the software. They don't know anything. So the software company must provide training program for the client company employees. The software company must prepare some manuals also. These manuals include how to operate the developed software, what will be the problems raised in the software, what are the solutions or remedies that they have to use to avoid these problems. All these details must be included in manuals, and these manuals must be given to client. The client company employees will study these manuals. They will follow as per the manual, as per the given details in the manual. Like that, the software company must provide training and support to the client. So this training and support cost must be taken into consideration while deciding software development cost. At the same time, the software company need to provide maintenance for a particular period of time to the client company. They have to give some maintenance also. Maybe, for example, for an year. In this year, if the client company face any problem, then the software company must send their technician to the company and they have to solve the problem. Like that, all these items, all these points must be taken into consideration while deciding the cost of software. So finally, these are the factors that we have to take into consideration while deciding the cost of software. Project estimation technique. In this, most popular model is COCOMO model. This is an empirical estimation model, COCOMO. In this model, you can estimate cost of software. It's also called as constructive cost model. Before discussing this COCOMO model, first let us see what are the factors we have to take into consideration while designing, while estimating the software estimation. The first one is effort we have to use. That is, the employees required to develop the software. That is the first one. And the second one is time. We have to consider time also. How long it takes to develop the software. These two factors will be taken into consideration while estimating the software costs. At the same time, while estimating these costs, these software projects must be divided. These are already divided. These can be classified as follows. Some projects are called as organic projects. That is the first one, organic. And another one is semi-detached. Some projects are called as semi-detached projects. And some projects are called as embedded projects. Now let us see which is the organic, which is semi-detached, and which is embedded. Organic project means it requires a small amount of project team. Much more experience is not required. The problem is very easy. The project can be developed very easily. Then that project can be treated as organic project. And the second one is semi-detached. This is in between organic and embedded. In this, another extra skills are required for the software employees. Extra experience, the knowledge is required. So this is the intermediate level of the in between organic and embedded. And the third type of project is embedded type of project. For these type of projects, much more experience is required. Experienced staff are required. These projects may contain complex transactions. Much more technology need to be used in these embedded projects. Like that, based on the complexity, based on the transactions, based on the technology, these projects will be divided as organic, semi-detached, and embedded. To estimate cost of software projects, we can use COCOMO model, but this COCOMO model can also be used in three ways. This COCOMO is of three types. One is basic COCOMO, another one is intermediate COCOMO, and third one is detailed COCOMO. In basic COCOMO, calculations will be performed roughly. In this, accuracy may be very little. That is basic COCOMO model. And intermediate COCOMO, while estimating using intermediate COCOMO, we have to use all the items from basic COCOMO, and another extra cost, another extra details will be used related to cost drivers. Cost drivers must be taken into consideration for this intermediate COCOMO. And for a detailed COCOMO, they have to take all the about two types of details. That means lines of code, cost drivers, time, all these must be taken into consideration. At the same time, in detailed COCOMO, the calculation will be performed on phases wise. Phase wise will be calculated. So this will give us much more detailed estimation. Like that, COCOMO model can be used in several ways. Now, let us discuss COCOMO model with an example. In COCOMO model calculation, we have a basic formula, that is E is equal to means efforts A of S to the power of B. This is the basic formula for COCOMO. In this formula, E represents efforts. Is efforts, and S is size of software project. Size of software, that is in lines of code. In lines of code. And A, B values are there. Here, these A, B values are constant values. We have to take some constant values as A and B values. This formula can be used for basic COCOMO. Whereas, if we go for advanced COCOMO or detailed COCOMO, then we have to use another extra drivers also. These drivers are also called as cost drivers. What are cost drivers? Cost drivers are various parameters. In a software project, we will have so many parameters, like so many values. For example, if we need to use much more experienced staff, that is under human resource, then we have to use specific values. We have to use some constant values that denotes the experience and quality of the human, the experience and quality of the employees. Suppose if the database is very large, then we have to use some values from these cost drivers. Suppose if the complexity of the project is very high, then we have to use another cost drivers and its values. Like that, we have some constant values for cost drivers also. Please study these cost drivers once.
Cost drivers. We have four types of cost drivers. Those are product attributes, hardware attributes, personal attributes, project attributes. In product attributes, we have required software reliability. How much reliability is required for our software? Based on this, we have to use these values. Size of application database. Based on the database that we are going to use in our software product, these values must be taken into consideration. And similarly, complexity of the software product. If the complexity is very high, we have to take 1.0, 1.30 as the value. Like that, for product attributes, we have to use these values. And if you go for another type of cost drivers, hardware attributes. In this, runtime performance, how the product will be performed in runtime, for that we have to take these values. And for memory, these values will be used, and volatility and required turnabout time. These all comes under hardware attributes. And on the other hand, we have personal attributes, which is related to the capabilities of employees. What capabilities are there for those employees? How they are capable? Suppose an analyst is much more capable, his capability is very high, then we have to take 0.71 as the value. And suppose an application experience of an employee is very low, then we have to take 1.29 as the value. If the software engineer capability is nominal, we have to take 1.0 as the value into our formula. Like that, based on the experience and capability of employees, we have to use personal attributes. And finally, project attributes. For project attributes, which type of method is used to develop the project? Based on that, these values will be used. Please study these tables. Sometimes we may use software tools to develop our product. For those tools also, we have to use some values. So these are the values for extra user software tools. And for required development schedule, required time, for that we have to use these values. Please study this table. This table will give you different types of cost drivers and its different values.
COCOMO model, and let us discuss an example. This is the formula A equal to A of S to the power of B. That is the formula for basic COCOMO. For intermediate and advanced COCOMO models, we have to multiply this with product of cost drivers. as we discussed, these cost drivers are several categories. Some are product cost drivers and computer cost drivers, personal cost drivers, and project cost drivers. By using all these, we have to calculate, we have to estimate a project. In this formula, we have to use the values for A and B also. These A and B values are constants. These are constant values given for this COCOMO model. What are the values we have to substitute instead of A and B? Let us see. We'll have three types of projects. Those are organic. That is the first one. Semi-detached. And third one, embedded. We'll have three types of projects. Based on the projects we are using, based on the project that we are calculating, we have to use some constant values for A and B. What are the constant values for A and B for these projects? If it is organic type of project, the value of A is 2.4 and B is 1.05. Here, A is equal to 2.4 as constant and B is equal to 1.05. That is the constant value we have to take. That is for organic type of project. And for semi-detached, we have to take semi-detached. We have to take the value of A is 3.0. A is 3.0. That is for semi-detached. And the value of B will be 1.12. B is 1.12. This is the constant value you have to substitute instead of B when you are using semi-detached project. And the third one, for embedded projects, what are the values you have to take? The value of A is 3.6. The value of A we have to take for semi-detached as 3.6. That is first one. And the value of B is 1.10 or 1.20. That is the value that we have to take as B value for embedded COCOMO model. Please study these constant values. These are the three types of projects we have: organic, semi-detached, embedded. While calculating, while estimating, to substitute values as A and B, we have to use values like this. For organic, A is 2.4 and B is 1.05. Those values we have to use. And for semi-detached, A is 3.0 and B is 1.12. Those are the values we have to take. And for embedded project, if you are calculating embedded project, you have to take the value of A as 3.6 and B as 1.20. Please study this one. We have to use these values in the following example. Now, let us work with a sample calculation. I want to calculate estimation for a semi-detached project with the help of Ultimate COCOMO. So, as I have given, we have to use A and B values as 3.0 and 1.12. Here, A as 3.0 and B as 1.12 as constant values, and based on the cost drivers available in the given table, we have to product all those cost drivers and we have to calculate estimation, project estimation. This is for a semi-detached model and with the help of intermediate COCOMO. Let's work all these calculations once. First one, product of cost drivers. As we discussed, these cost drivers are four types. Some are product cost drivers, some are computer cost drivers, some are personal cost drivers, and the last one is project cost drivers. We have to take these values accordingly and multiply these and substitute these values in this formula. We'll see what is the result we'll get. The first one is cost drivers, product cost drivers. If you take product cost drivers as high, please rewind this video and study product cost drivers as high. What are the values you have? As high. As per the given table, if it is high, that is 1.15 into and please study the table. We have 1.08 in the table. From the table, product cost drivers high. We have to extract values as per the table 1.15 into 1.08 into 1.15. If you multiply, we'll get 1.43 as the multiplication of this, and 1.43 is the product of cost drivers as per our example. This is first one we calculated. The second one we have to calculate computer cost drivers. If you take computer cost drivers as a nominal, then the second one is computer cost drivers. It's nominal. Then the value is 1.0. We'll get 1.0. Please observe the table. Please observe the values I have given in the table. And third, we have to calculate personal cost drivers. Personal cost drivers, I will take it as low. If we observe the table, we will get so many values. So observe carefully. These values are 1.19 into, and the next one is 1.19 and 1.13 into 1.17. These values I have taken from the table. 1.19 into 1.13 into 1.17 into 1.0 into, and the next value you have to take, that is 1.07. These are the values available in the table. That is for personal cost drivers. If you observe as low, then that is 1.19, the first value, into 1.13 is the second value, into 1.17 is the third value, into 1.10. That's what 1.0. 1.10 is the next value, into 1.07. Finally, what we'll get? By multiplying all these, we'll get 1.85. This is the result. And fourth calculation I have to complete. That is fourth, project cost drivers. What are the values you have to take? project cost drivers. If you observe from the table, those are 0.91 into, please observe the table, 0.91 into 0.91 into 1.04. Please observe the table. These are the values available in the table, that is for project cost drivers. So this is from the column high. I have taken these values from the column high. So if you take project cost drivers high, then from the table you will get 0.91 into 0.91 into 1.04 is the value, and the multiplication of these values is 0.86. Now we got four values. One is product cost drivers 1.43, and other one is computer cost drivers 1.0, and for personal cost drivers 1.85, and for project cost drivers 0.86. So we have to multiply these four values and we have to substitute the result in the formula. Then what will get if you multiply these values? Hence, product of cost drivers. That is 1.43 into the next one 1.0 into 1.85 into 0.86. With this, what will get? If you multiply these values, what will get? We'll get 2.28. 2.28 is the product of all the cost drivers. Now, let us take an example as a sample. The value of S, that is size of project, is 56. Just say S is equal to 56. As per the project type, that means that we discussed that we are going to discuss semi-detached project. As I already said, for semi-detached projects, the value of A, what will be the value of A? That is, for semi-detached project, the value of A is 3.0, and the value of B, what will be the value of B for semi-detached? That is 1.12. Now we have the value of S, lines of code. Here you can substitute the value of A, that is 3.0, here you have to substitute, and the value of B 1.12 you have to substitute there. And after substitution, you have to multiply the result with 2.28. So let us substitute. E equal to A into means 3.0 of S means 56 to the power of B 1.12 into product of cost drivers. What is the result we have? Product of cost drivers 2.28. This is the value we got. And again let us calculate 3.0 into 56 to the power of 1.2. From that we'll get 90.78. You can try it. Please try it using a calculator into 2.28. Finally, the result will get, that is what? 620.94. This is the result we will get. This is the procedure to calculate an effort to calculate to estimate a project with the help of COCOMO model. In this example, I used semi-detached project and I used intermediate COCOMO model.